What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. So you see I'm lagging. I still haven't moved none of the art from the art wall over to here. I have one picture that the homeboy drew me. Homeboy David in North Dakota. Good looking out, brother. And that California sign, the splinter cut right next to it. So I'm going to start moving things over. We're going to deck it out. Because like I said, this is the new angle. Man, I'm struggling in school really bad right now. I don't know what my problem is. I've done good this whole time. I've been excited about it. Got in there, pumped out all the homework. But this last class I started 5 weeks ago. I just been lagging. I just have not been doing good in it. The energy hasn't been there, the effort. And Thursday's the last day of this class. Thursday at 10 o'clock. I have to get like 20-something homework pages in. Why am I whispering? Like 20-something homework pages in. But look, they judge you in 4 different areas. Homework, which, CLOs, I'm getting A in CLOs, A in quizzes, and A in professionalisms. So it makes me think, there's 4 categories. If I'm getting A in 3 categories, and F in the 4th, what would the overall score be? Sounds like a C to me. I'm thinking I can live with a C. I just won't do none of the homework, get an F in that area, and let the other 3 balance it out. That's not the fighting spirit. That's not how I should attack it. I need to be like, okay, I have till Thursday, I have 3 or 4 days to get in there, get all that homework done, those 20 pages, knock it out, bring that grade to A so I can get an overall grade of an A. That's his fighting spirit. That's what I'm going to do. But just in case, what do you think my grade would be if I had 3 A's and an F? Huh? Anyway, be that as it may. So, my last video, I left the story out. And I got bummed out when I realized I'd left it out. So I'm going to tell it right here. And the context was, when I was talking about Wasco Reception, how the homeboy had all that black. And you kind of start hurting people's feelings. If you're in prison, jail, and you have drugs, because everybody wants some. They want you to use it. You know, you're using them with these people, and they get mad. These people get jealous, and you can't do it with everybody. So it can create a weird situation. When I was at New Delano, I was in the gym. Good homeboy I knew from the streets. He got strikes, 3 strikes. He got life for 3 strikes. They caught him with a little tiny quarter-gram of heroin. He took it to trial. He was fighting it. They're trying to get him 4 years. He wanted a drug program. And finally they said, okay, you're not going to get 4 years. You're going to get 25 to life. He's like, okay, I'll take the 4 years. He's one of the first people in Kirk County to get 25 to life. And over just like a little 20-bag speed. We do remember each other from Oildale. 15 years later, doing the chain, catching the chain, going to different prisons, holding tank in Ironwood, bumping each other. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? We remembered each other. Damn, long time no see. Went to New Delano. He ended up in the sales. I ended up in the gym. Every freaking day at yard, he'd break me off some weed. Every single day. We'd go to yard, like, boom. Just like a fat joint or 2. So then when I went in to the gym, I had to decide, like, what am I going to do with it? Am I just going to smoke it to my head? Am I going to just pick one little car, you know, these 3 or 4 dudes I kick it with the most and just smoke them out every time? Or what am I going to do? I decided to just rotate. I'd smoke with this dude one time, this dude. Hold on real quick. Little Amanda. Every time I start my videos, come here, look at your baby. Look, here's your baby. Okay, so I decided to rotate. I'd come in one day and just smoke with these 3 or 4 woods. The next day, these dudes. The next day, these dudes. But one guy, he wanted me to smoke him out every day. He would totally be working with feelings. He'd get upset. He would take it personal. This dude, he was cool. He did a lot of tattoo work on me. And that was another thing, too. He's like, he would use that as, like, leverage. Well, I sling ink on you. I should be in the car to smoke with you every day. I'm like, no, bro, that's not how it works. But so he was from Sacramento. And while he was busted, he was driving. He actually got in like a major wreck. Killed his passenger. Then he put him in a wheelchair. Put him in a wheelchair. Damaged his leg. Oh, I think he was missing a leg. But he doesn't make good, solid dude from Sac. Loved his life. Good dude. Like I said, he slings some ink on me. But he would just get pissed off. He wanted me to smoke him out every time. Couldn't do it. So what I'd do when I come in the gym after yard and I go back in the corner and I have my weed, I'd be rolling up a joint or 2. I forgot who I was going to smoke with. I'd have to have people keep a point looking out for him. Because I didn't want him to come up on me. Because I knew he was going to be, oh, it's fucked up, man, it's fucked up. Throw like a big old fit. He wasn't tired of hearing it. So I'm just going to go in the corner, smoke it, just put him on the shine. Hey, you got any weed this time, Splinter? Get my little weed, figure out my car, go smoke it, it's gone. Hopefully I don't have to deal with them. Get me tired of him crying, to be honest. Even though I liked him, like I was getting tired of every single time I came in, him sweating me. So I have a point man ad. Someone standing up like, here's the bed, they're looking. They're looking for him. And I'm down here and I got a blanket tucked in the cut and I'm rolling the joint. But he'd always creep up on me. I'd roll my joint and hear him say, oh, that's fucked up. And I'd be like, where'd he from come? Why didn't you guys tell me about him? But he was in a wheelchair. And there's a big old room, a gym. It's just like it sounds, a gym, like a big old basketball gym. Picture that, but just full of bunks. And since there's all these bunks, all these aisles, and he was able to just go in between the aisles and he would just pop up. Oh, that's fucked up, man. Like, damn. guys gotta be watching for this dude. Don't let him just pop up on me. So yeah, that's what happened with him. Good dude though, and I did smoke him out a lot. Oh, he told me too, he said, look, this way you do, Splinter. Bring your weed in and sell it to me. I'll give the store for a bite off you, then I'll smoke it with you. And then we have to worry about it, you know. Then you get to smoke there, you get a store, and I get to smoke every day. And I'm like, nah, as tempting as that sounds, no. I'm going to do it the way I'm going to do it. But anyway, be that as it may. So you know what I've really been getting into on YouTube, I've been watching a lot lately, is caves. I love caves, underwater caves. I'd never go in one. I would never go cave exploring. Those dudes are crazy. I mean, they rocks like this, and they're sliding, sometimes there's water, and they're just, I mean, they barely get along, they're deep in there, sometimes they get lost. Just, man, I'm like obsessed with watching it. I love cave videos. I love seeing people do it. A lot of times they're like young kids, like in their 20s. It's, you know, just that damn freaking rebellious, rambunctious youth, I guess. No, I don't remember being that crazy. I mean, I feel like I was more crazier in my 20s than I am now. I didn't really give a fuck about nothing. Now I feel more, I think, about consequences. But I wasn't that crazy to go get in caves. No way. There's one I saw, trip on this. These kids found a hole in the ground. You know, cave. Hey, let's go in there. So they go in this cave, and they're in a room. There's 4 of them. And they come to this area where it's like a tunnel. They'd have to swim. They'd have to go in this thing of water and swim through this tunnel big enough for one person, round like this, 15 feet, to where they pop out on the other side, and they pop up in another room where the chest is up to their water. And there's room for like 6 or 8 people. So let me repeat. They go in a room. They're standing around. Oh, there's water. Get in the water. Oh, there's a hole in the ground. Get in that hole. Let's swim 15 feet and pop out on the other side. No thanks. But they were doing it. And they'd pop in this other room big enough for 6 or 8 people and just chill and hang out. But when one did the return, they wanted to get out of there. They went back, and that thing, they got stuck somehow. Oh, shit. And then when other people came, they couldn't get past them. They'd probably try to move and get around, but they couldn't. And actually, what they did when that first person went, the other 3 remaining, they didn't want to be the last person left. So they pretty much all 3 like went at once. They all kind of like when they're on top of each other, one after another. So then they're bundled up, and that person's stuck. You're not going nowhere. Y'all perished. Man, you know how horrible that'd be? So yeah, man, I'm not getting no kind of cave. I'm not doing nothing. And then there's another one. There's this cave called the Nutty Putty Caves. I'm sure you guys heard this story. This dude just got stuck in it. Straight up. He was going through a thing. He thought he was getting in something called the birth canal, which is, again, like this. But he took a wrong turn, and he's going down. Then he went down at an angle. When you're down, how are you going to get back up? And he came to a dead end. And a lot of times they're deceiving because they'll be like this, and they start slimming down. Like a chimney. You know how many people got stuck in a chimney? Because it's wider at top. And I don't know why people think I'm going to break you in this chimney. It's never going to work. You know, be a little bit wider, but it tapers. So you think you fit until you start getting down there, and then you breathe out, breathe in, slip down more. Snarf, snarf, stuck like Chuck. Be that as it may. No disrespect, Chuck. I'm really talking about you. So yeah, crazy. I like watching this cave shit, but I just never do it. And the scuba divers and just underwater shit, just no way, man. So, be that as it may. But I got some, like, close calls. Let me tell you about, like, some, you know, close calls I had, you know. Like some death, man. I cheated death. We'll chip on this. So I got this good homeboy. I did my first term with him. He's from my neighborhood. Good friend of mine. We have a lot of the same mutual friends. He's my dog. We get out about the same time. He gets out a little bit before me. I get out. We're hanging out tough. We're kicking it. We go to this spot. He ends up getting in a fight with this guy. They're fighting. And the dude ends up starting to beat my homeboy's ass. Pardon me. But we're all homeboys though. We all know each other. It wasn't like this some random gang. We're in the neighborhood. We're in Rexon. So this dude starts getting the best of him. But I don't know him. I don't know the dude's fighting. Anyway, there's a crowd around, all watching. So, and I know some of you people, not all of them. A lot of them are like the younger generation type. So my homeboy's starting to lose. The dude's kept elbow him in the back of the head. He has him hemmed up, he's elbow him. I'm just watching like, fuck, man, homeboy, come on, get out of it, dog. And then my homeboy says, Splinter, help. I don't know if he said help or like Splinter, like he wanted me to help him. So just instinctively he called out for me. I ran in there, but I didn't go in there bombing on dude. I didn't jump in like that. I just broke it up. I gave him a quick elbow on him in the head. I just like broke it up. That pissed the mob off when I did that. They said, no, don't jump in. And they all like kind of pushed up on me, and I was like, whoa. Even the dude that was fighting my homie, and then I separated, and he started squaring off with me. He said, oh, you just got out the pin? You think you're a bad motherfucker? And I'm like, just keep back. And the mob was turning on me. This dude came out with a knife. You know, there's like a little mob. Then he pushed to the front of the mob, and he's all in my face with his knife. I just broke. At that point, I took off. And they're chasing me. I thought I was going to die. I really thought I was going to die. And I wanted to look back behind me so bad. But I knew it cost me precious time. But I could hear someone's going, damn it, damn. And start jumping some fences. Then I ended up losing them. Look back, there's no mob. Heart beating out my chest, damn. So I'm walking. And then there's a dude named Devin I knew, drew like a red Camaro. So I'm walking out and I see that red Camaro. I'm like, cool, it's Devin. That's how we got there, actually. I do Devin, and then me and my homeboy all showed up in that red Camaro. I'm like, there they are. There's my homeboy who was getting beat up, and I broke it up, and I do Devin. Red Camaro, they're coming to get me. So I walked towards it, and the only reason they didn't get me is because they opened the passenger door while they were still driving. Before they got to me, probably like 10 feet away, so they can get like out and get me real quick. And I lit the car up with the inside light, and I could tell it wasn't Devin and my homeboys, 4 other people. I don't know if they took the car from Devin or what, but they took that car to come get me. They opened that passenger door so they could jump out and lit it up, and like, whoa. And I broke again, just got the fuck out of there, dog. Hell no, you're not getting me like that. Like, chill, I was just breaking it up. Damn, took it all personal. This ain't even my beef. I managed to get back to homeboy's house. The one who's getting beat up. He's there. Hey, what's up, brother? He's living with his sister. We're kicking back and talking, drinking some Kessler or something, smoking some weed. I'm not talking about it. I'm not bringing it up. He's not bringing it up. He lives woolly lump up on his. Whatever. He got beat up. You know, happens to all of us. So we kick back. I go crash out on the couch. His sister worked at like a ice cream factory or some shit. And there's a freezer with a lot of ice cream in the back. Hold on. There's a freezer. They had a big ass freezer in the garage with a lot of ice cream in it. So I got in the middle of the night to give me a popsicle. Why wouldn't I? But I left it ajar. I guess I didn't close it all the way. All the ice cream melted. So when I woke up in the morning off the couch, that's what they were talking about. They're all pissed off. My homeboy's like, dude, you fucking melted all the ice cream. Like, dude, it's an accident. Shit. I go, close it, let it freeze back up again. He's like, yeah, it'll be all deformed. Like the Tweety bird, the eyeball, gumball is going to be down. Like, it's not going to work out. It's not going to look the same. It's going to taste the same. Besides, she works at an ice cream place. Get more. Take that shit and throw it away. Give it to the poor. Go get more. But they were really having an attitude with me. And I thought, well, fuck this shit. I took off. I hadn't really seen him much after that, to be honest. So, wow. Trip on this shit, though. What else, Splinter? Oh. This was kind of weird. I rented this little pad. It's funny. I put an application out. It was a really nice house in Oildale. The nice side, you got your south of the treks, like El Cajon, Yosemite, or even Beardsley. Like, those are all the gangs. That's the craziness. But over by North High, like, it's kind of nice right there. So I put an application in for, like, a back house. There's, like, a big, nice front house. And then the back, like a little house. And then a really nice little bungalow thing on top. And it was all decked out with like these cool little cubby holes in the walls. Really built nice. It was a nice pad. I put an application in and I was only making like $100 a week off unemployment. $200 every 2 weeks. $400 a month. This is back when I knew the rules. Like you had to make 3 times your wages to get in. I was thinking, fuck, I make $400. I could probably hustle up in the rents at, $400. I think I got it covered. So I put the application in. I would have normally got denied. But I guess the lady, she was getting ready. She was losing that job. They had fired her and it was her last day at that property rental company. So she's like, just to disrespect them, on her way out the door, she just rented the place to me. Like, haha, I'm gonna rent this fucking pad to this dude. And I got in there. Then almost immediately they were wanting me out. Signed up and leaving. I wasn't there that long. But I didn't have I didn't really have no furniture. It was a big living room and a big 1 bedroom with like closet. I had everything in the bedroom. I just had a bed and like a chair and a TV and a stereo. The living room had nothing in it. In the hall, no pictures hung up, no furniture, no nothing. The kitchen, it didn't come with a fridge or nothing. I didn't have none of that shit. I didn't even put a microwave in there. I would just eat at AM, PM, the hamburgers and nachos. I just run around a lot. I just came back and stayed in my room. Had a bed, a chair, a TV, and a stereo. Fuck it, that's all, an old acoustic guitar and a fucking bong. And a pair of Chuck Taylors. Didn't hang down on the wall or nothing. So I'm laying there one night, it's 11 o'clock at night, because I was watching the news. I'm smoking the joint, and I got the lights all off, and I hear something messing with my back door, but I thought that it was cats. There were some cats. All of a sudden, boom, my door opens. I'm like, what? And people came in my house. And I could hear people laughing and joking. And it chewed me the fuck. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have no kind of knife or bat. Like, I didn't know what I was going to do. It was up in the air. Like, if it was on the ground floor, I probably would have jumped out the window. And, like, come around to spy. I'm like, who was that? But I just kind of, like, froze. Like, damn. And I could hear it's like 2, 3 of them laughing and joking. It really tripped me the fuck out. Heart pounding on my chest. Like, what's going to happen? They come here and gaffle me up. And I owe this dude $25 for weed. And I'm like, bro. Like, I'm going to pay you the $25. I'm thinking, is this you? You better not come barging my pad and fucking tie me up over $25 a week, dude. Way out of line. So, well, what mellowed me out a little bit is I start hearing their voices. I could tell they're young. I'm thinking, oh, these are some kids. They probably notice there's no furniture. They think it's empty. And then I heard someone taking a piss in my bathroom. Because my room's right here in the bathroom, so I hear it. So I just banged on the wall. And, they're all kind of scattering. They, oh, shit. They got the hell out of there. Then I turned all my lights on. Because I thought, what did they think it was a ghost? They go get their friends. Dude, we were in an abandoned house and a ghost made all this racket. Let's go, all of us. And they come deep, ghost hunting. It's me. What? So yeah, I turned all my lights on. It was kind of trippy for a minute, man. Fuck all that. I'm still breaking in your pad. Smoking a joint. Now I always thought, why didn't they smell the weed? Maybe they did. Maybe they were smoking their own weed. So couldn't smell it. So I don't know. Who knows? But, next on the notes. Do I want to tell that one? Don't want to tell that one? Okay. Hang on, what does that say? Oh, yeah. I don't know, man, if I want to go there or not. I had this Honda Spree. I thought it was shit. My stepdad bought it for me. It was black and purple. It was black. It said Honda Spree and purple. It went like 30 miles an hour. I would carry an extra helmet in case some lucky lady wanted to ride. I mean, you never know. And I would drive that thing around. I thought I was badass. I worked at a key shop. I think I was getting ready to turn 18. I was a shit with my Honda Spree. Pull up at a light, like, ring, ding, 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 ding. I'd give a little gas and make a little, have a little sound. Yeah, it sounded like a weed eater. But I love this thing. And I drove it around everywhere. Then one day, I'm hauling ass. I have a note. It says right there, it says, I risked my life for you. Well, what part of my story? What do you mean I risked my life? I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, where is that from, Splinter? So, yeah, I refer to myself in third person quite a lot, actually. So, hauled along on my Honda Spree, and someone backed out of their driveway. And I hit it, and both me and the Honda Spree flipped over. And then I jumped up all panicked, like I did something wrong. And I was like, I'm sorry. And they're like, oh, you motherfucker, look at my door. I was like, well, here's my number. I gave my name, my number, my real name, my real number. And they were calling, harassing constantly. And I was like, shit, and I was getting in trouble. It really dawned on me, realized, dude, I could have been a millionaire. I could have owned that fucking car they hit me with. I mean, I was in the right. I'm going down the street, and they pulled in. I hit them, but only because they pulled in front of me. I had the right of way. And like, damn, it's a trip to look back on it, thinking that here I was, like, running from them, not wanting to answer the phone. And it took my brother coming over, my stepbrother. Phone rings, see the caller ID. Don't answer it. It's these people that, I told him the story. He's like, what? They owe you. And he picked it up. He's like, who the fuck is this? You guys hit my brother? We're coming over right now. And they never called back again. But this trip on that A, almost lost my life. And B, I thought I was in the fault. I got hit by a diesel once too. I kind of felt bad. I borrowed this chick's car. This dude owed me money across town. I couldn't get a hold of him. He was just dodging me, man. Owed me big money too, like $2,000. I was getting pissed and I wanted this money. So finally I had lookouts, and someone looked out and said he's at his motel. He's staying at this motel. So alright, so I borrow this girl's car. I'm get this car, I'm going to get some money. If I don't get the $2,000, at least I'll get 200. You better have something for me. Like, what the hell? She says, yeah, give me the car. So I drive over there, didn't answer. I was so close to kicking in the fucking door, and his car was there. I'm beating on it, I'm so freaking mad. You know they're there. I'm like, ooh, my money. I wanted to just kick the door in, but he was kind of gangster too. I probably would have fucking kicked the door and found myself eye to eye with a shotgun. Who knows? I don't know. He actually is a pussy because I was beating on the door and talking all kinds of shit. He didn't answer it. Even if he didn't have the money, he should open it. Said, get the fuck out of here. I'm going to have your money. Have it later. He said, let me just boom, boom. But anyway, I'm pissed. I leave and I'm pissed. Driving back there, bunk mission. And I go to turn right, and there's a diesel coming. There's a diesel coming. I don't even look. I do not look to see. I do not look the other way at all. I just turn right, and boom, the diesel hits me. It drags me. Like 2-3 blocks. Then finally we stop and I jump out and just take off running. The house I was going to is right across the street. Went over there and did the old famous turn lights out, look out the window. I seen a driver of the diesel get out with his flashlight looking around. Like, what in the fuck was all that? Cops came and all that. Nothing happened. The girl was pissed about the car. I'm like, but I'm alive though. Does that make you feel warm and fuzzy at all? Look at me. I'm here in the flesh with you. Cars, those are replaceable. He knows they're not replaceable. Mwah. But look, my bad. And, I had a bag of weed in that car too, pissing me off. I was so tempted to just run back and just get the weed and just keep on going. He wouldn't know who I was. He wouldn't know I was the guy that wrecked it. I wanted that weed. I didn't get the weed. So, I'm going to tell my Metallica story real quick. Because I know a lot of people haven't heard it. Have you heard it? Ever heard the story about me going to the Metallica concert and you're not feeling it? You can go ahead and check out now. Or I might add some other stuff in. Anyway, I'm just going to run with this one. I was a big, huge fan, still in Metallica. When I started playing guitar, all I did was play Metallica songs. I loved Metallica. Obsessed. One time I had a laugh, I looked at my CD collection, it was just all Metallica. Like nothing else. Maybe like one Megadeth, but just Metallica. Metallica shirts, Metallica socks, Metallica pillow, Metallica. So, they're going to play. They're going to play at the Forum. And I was so excited, and I was going to go with my friends, and I got myself a ticket, and I was all pumped up, and I couldn't wait. And then, started getting close, like about 3 or 4 days, and they straight called me up and said they couldn't take me no more. There's no longer a ride available for me. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, it filled up, like this happened. I was like, damn. I bummed out, dude, like I really want to go. Then, when my cousin's friends, this dude, his Weed Connect, said, man, I'm going to go to L.A., I'm going to go, but I'm going to stay there. I'm going to go to that part of L.A., I could take you and drop you off, but I can't give you a ride home, there's no way. You want a one-way ride? I was like, yeah, fuck it, one-way ride's better than nothing. Had him drop me off at the Forum, I went, I missed the first show, but I got there in just in time. I think the first one was, I can't even remember. Motorhead, I believe. Got there a little bit late. Saw Metallica. It was a great show. Opened up with Creeping Death. I loved it. Kurt Hammett looked right at me, dude. He was like, I could read his mouth. He was playing. He's like, Splinter. No, my name wasn't Splinter yet. Then Kris. He's like, oh, it was great, dude. Goosebumps and shit. Like, man, Kurt Hammett stared at me and said my name. He was playing. I mean, he didn't really. I don't want you to think I'm crazy. I'm just joking. Can you tell I'm joking? Hope you can tell I'm joking. I love Metallica. So I'm watching, but then when Metallica was over and Guns N' Roses came on, then I start getting paranoid and scared. Like, how the fuck am I gonna get out of here? Guns N' Roses sucked. They would do a song, Axl would leave, and it'd be like a 10-minute bass solo. He'd come back in different clothes. One song, leave, 10-minute drum solo. Do one song, he'd leave, it'd be like one song every like... No, they didn't do a lot of songs, let's put it that way. And it was giving me a headache, and I was just like stressed out, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I was under 18, I was gonna call 1-800 runaway hotline, say I ran away, can I get back home? Like, that was my plan going into it, but I was getting ready to execute this plan, like, am I gonna do that? Like, what am I gonna do? Call my dad, say I'm in LA, it doesn't tell, and fucking had been pissed off, heated. So I'm walking, thinking, I bump into somebody, oh, pardon me. And it was my friends. Out of everybody, out of all the thousands that are there, I bump into my friends by accident. The people that are supposed to bring me there. Like, oh, hey, what's up? What are you doing? I'm like, oh, hey, guys. I'm like, yeah, I got dropped off. I don't have a way home. I'm like, oh, okay. And I start walking away. And like, hey. I'm like, yeah. But do you want to ride? I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, I didn't ask because didn't you originally tell me there was no room? Let me chase you down here. Sure you ain't got room? I need a ride home now. Yeah, they offered me a ride. It was just them two. The chick Mindy and that dude Brad. What the fuck? I said you had no room? I didn't even ask. We just went, stayed all night in a motel, and... yeah, later on, that girl Minnie kind of turned out into being a trip. We started having a little thing before I got my first term, and she wrote me my whole first term. And then right before I got out, like a month and 3 weeks before I got out, this dude said, hey, your old lady is sold up my old lady in county jail. I was like, I don't have an old lady. I mean, we're writing like friends. I didn't think old lady. He's like, yeah. And he showed me a letter she wrote. She's like, hey, I'm in county jail. I'm busted. I got caught doing this, and that. She, you know, she was under the pressure, and she was, asking basically, are you going to look out for me like I've been looking out for you this whole time? Like, oh, yeah, I am. Which I didn't. But, be that as it may. And I don't feel like a dick about it. There's other stuff I'm not adding. Then later on in life, we ended up becoming friends. She did me all kinds of fucking dirty with a bunch of shit. So, yeah. I mean, one time I wanted to go buy a heroin off her and she gave me Pepsi. So, yeah. She's not all that in a big bucket of boats. She did me some scandalous type shit, too. But she did write me, and she did say she had some clothes waiting for me to get out. She's going to be nice, let me come there. But shit, now you're in jail. And I'm out. And I'm not even stable. So I'm not in a position to really write. And you know why she got busted? Because they're still on PG&E. That electrical cord going to the laundromat in the apartments. And they're doing drugs and everything. So they just came, saw the cord, followed it back to the pad. All kinds of crazy shit going on. You're going to jail. And then, disappointed because I didn't write her back. Oh well. Be that as it may. I think that's about it. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the string and let it fly. I hope it was good for you like it's good for me. Thank you for all the joiners, to the Point of View crew. You guys have blew me away with all the love. Those who have not joined, please do it. It helps them way more than you know. Please continue to watch the commercials. That helps more than you know. And if anybody wants to donate, I don't know, Cash App, PayPal, the P.O. Box, show any kind of love, I'll definitely be absolutely grateful and appreciative. Let me just say this real quick. I spent almost $200 on postage. I shut out so many coffees and t-shirts. And because I do these contests on my live, and I love it. Had so much fun. But I forgot about the 4 main people. George in Oakland. My homeboy Funk One. My homeboy Hitchy and Charlie Wood. Like, 4 of my closest dogs. Them dudes still ain't even have their wire wolf. And George shot me a guitar for Pete's sake. And Funk One, he's the dog. And then Hitchy just got 3rd place in Texas in a bodybuilding flexing competition. Hella proud of you, homeboy. So those 4, you guys are going to get your wire wolf real soon. I apologize for putting you guys on the back burner. No intention at all. Nope, got most some respect. Cut the string and let it fly. Peace.